Welcome to Mastering Solutions. In this problem, they want us to figure out how much time it takes between the hit and the ball reaching the pitcher. So it's given to us that the distance from the pitcher's mound to the batter is 43 feet. So I'm just going to draw that so we can visualize it a little bit better. And then they tell us that this distance right here from the pitcher's mound to the home plate is 43 feet. And they say that the ball, after the batter hits it, leaves at a velocity of 100 miles per hour. So if you look at our units here, we have miles and feet. So they don't agree. So we have to change one of them so they do. So if we were to change this to feet per hour, then when the feet cancel out at the end of the equation, that would give us hours. I'm going to change both of these to feet per second. That way it gives us seconds at the end. I just think it's a little bit easier. So let's change this. We know that we want the miles to cancel, so it'll be down here. And we want to go to feet. And there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Now the miles will cancel and we want the hours to cancel. So let's bring the hours up here. In 1 hour, there is 3,600 seconds. So now the hours cancel and we're in feet per second. We have 100 multiplied by 5,280, and then we'll divide that by 3,600 to put us in feet per second, and that gives us 146.67. So we have 146.67 feet per second. So now our units will all agree and we can write the equation for velocity. So velocity is the change in distance over the change in time. And we want to find what the time is. So we'll multiply both sides of the equation by t and t. So that gives us delta x is equal to velocity times time. And then we'll divide both sides by v to now give us delta t isolated. So we have delta x divided by v. Now, I think it's smart to always do the steps just so you don't get yourself confused. But if you look, we have v is equal to delta x over t. And then when we isolated the denominator, we just swapped the two. So you can do that when you're doing your homework, but I would recommend showing all the steps on the test, even though it might save you some time so you don't get confused and lose points. So now let's plug in our information into the formula. So we have delta t is equal to 43 feet divided by 146.67 feet per second. And we're dividing by a fraction, which is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. That's the same as over 1 second. So that will cause the feet to then cancel out. And so we have 43 divided by the answer that we got just barely gives us 0.29 seconds. So the time that it takes for the ball between the hit and reaching the pitcher is 0.29 seconds.